Candidate Obama proposed it.
I'm proposing to give our businesses a new American job tax credit.
Despite that promise, a job creation tax credit hasn't been on the administration's radar. But now, with unemployment the highest it's been since 1983, the idea is getting a second glance. The state of Maryland already has a version of the plan, providing employers up to $1,500 for each new job. It helped Century Engineering hire about 80 people over 5 years.
Ultimately, what we did was invest in a strategy to grow our business.
Economists say that's exactly how the plan is supposed to work.
The general idea of it is if you make the hiring of new employees cheaper, employers will be more likely to hire them.
The Economic Policy Institute has a plan they say would create as many as 5 million jobs over 2 years. It would credit an employer 15.3% of the cost of a new employee in the first year. For example, if hiring the worker costs the company $50,000, the tax credit would reduce that cost to just over $42,000. Critics argue there's no way to tell whether those jobs would have been created anyway without government help.
The firms that would hire workers anyway would just get the tax credit for doing something they would have done. There's no additional benefit to the economy, yet it costs the government money.
The Economic Policy Institute estimates their plan would cost about $80 billion, or about $27,000 per job created. But they say that savings, like not having to pay unemployment to the newly hired, would make the cost far less.
We think that the net cost will be much, much lower, something on the order of $20 billion.
But even Century Engineering's president says tax credits alone aren't enough of a reason to take on someone new.
We don't want to be, just because there's tax credits out there, adding another staff person. There has to be the engine of the economy driving the growth of our staff.
And if employers like Century Engineering don't feel that the economy is strong enough for them to begin hiring again, unemployment will continue to be a major political problem for the White House and the Democrats. Bill Plante, CBS News, the White House.